Hello, welcome back. So Mitchell, I just got a
Hello.
quick question for you.
Go for it, mate.
Why aren't Chinese people good at cricket?
I don't know.
Because they
Do
eat
I
all
want
the
to
bats.
know? For God's sake. Oh, that's a good one, though. It's a good one, that.
Yeah,
Good
a
little
little
joke. It's a good little
light-hearted
joke.
racism start off the show, you know what?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's fine.
well, the people we're about to talk about, we're much better than all of them, so.
What, Chinese? No, obviously we're talking about the new Netflix documentary that's been storming the world, Tiger King. Murder, mayhem, and madness. Or, well, no, it goes in one of them order. But
Something like that. The three M's.
But we're not going to explain the show to you. This is simply if you've seen the show, like if you haven't seen it, go and watch it, then come back. Like,
I can say it's very watchable for someone who struggles just concentrating on anything, like even TV shows and movies. This is out of the TV shows I've most recently watched. I've probably picked up my phone to check my phone least amount of times watching this.
like it is. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
Oh mate, it's just fucked. So, of course, spoilers. If you haven't watched it and you want to watch it, go watch it, then come back. If you're not gonna watch it, then we'll talk about it, and you'll probably want to watch it after because it's just batshit crazy.
Mate, I don't even think batshit crazy does it justice. Like, so I heard this analogy. It's like one of them shows where at the end of the episode, you don't think it's going to get any weirder. And then something
Oh,
happens, and then you're like, what the fuck? Because the first episode's so light-hearted, not really light-hearted, but it's a good introduction. And it's like,
yeah, it's just like, oh, this guy owns tigers,
he's a bit
and this lady don't want him to own
that,
tigers.
yeah, that's all it is in the first episode. And it's like, oh yeah, this guy's like, he's obviously got a big ego and a big personality that he loves to just
He
he loves
he
the
he got
limelight.
lost in the sauce. Like he just got lost in fame.
Yeah, 100%.
Like and like I think he just took on more than he could handle because like the way I see it is like he got all these cats and he was breeding more to get like the cubs for so people could come and play with the cubs. And he obviously didn't sell all of them and he just ended up with a stupid amount of tigers and whatever else.
Yeah,
It's like 100 and something tigers. That's a fucking lot, man.
mate,
You
that.
know how much they eat?
Well, that's in part of the show. They were just getting Walmart deliveries on a Monday and Friday of like gone off meat and stuff, and like their
Yeah.
truck was just loaded with like bins of meat, and like this, like the staff were like, "Yeah, go and get what you want first."
The
And
thing is, yeah, that's not the stuff you should be feeding tigers.
no,
Like, yeah, they can eat it. They can eat gone off meat because they're just wild animals, but like, don't give tiger low quality meat like that.
yeah, they
Like,
need
it's
like
just
fresh
shit.
produce.
Yeah, yeah, like some of the times you see them coming in with like a leg from like a cow and you're like, "All right, that makes sense."
Yeah, because it fits their natural habitat.
Yeah. And like so we're in the first episode and like at the end of the last episode you see that the main guy Joe Exotic, he started it for like the conservation reasons and to look after animals, and obviously it just didn't end up that way, did it? He
No.
just it just money, because money just rules everything and no one can everyone just wants money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And oh, why did I start this sentence off?
You're saying like how he started it off with conservation, then got kind of
Oh yeah,
lost in the fame and the money.
yeah, I honestly forgot where I was going with that point.
But either way, right? So this is what I think the show done quite well. So it starts off with the like it's about conservation of tigers, and then like in the fourth or fifth episode, I was kind of like, well, this show's just hypocritical because it's nothing about tigers. It's about that Don guy, and it's about Carol and her fucking husband, which we'll get onto in a minute. But like,
See, before I watched it, I thought that would have been a much bigger part of the series than it actually is.
they kind of just well, it's like they
Like,
bring it up.
it's like the second episode. It's like a big part of the second episode, and that's it really. Then it comes and goes as like a offhand remark
Because they
now and
got
again.
so much more to show. They've got like
Yeah,
so much more to cram in, and that's what I mean. That So like in that, it kind of, and then at the last like 10 minutes, it's proper about how we need to like do something about animal conservation and like why are there more like tigers in captivity in the US than there are wild in the world, and that's what I like
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
the most important bit of the fucking whole show.
yeah, because it's very meta. It's like, look, you even as an audience, you've got lost in Joe Exotic's personality, you got lost in Carol
Yeah.
Baskin, this whole story, but really it's just about let's save nature.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, none of these tigers have enough room. Like we've talked about zoos before. I don't know if we have on the podcast or not, but like we both have like a kind of moral dilemma with zoos. Like, yeah, they're good because of conservation reasons. Like some are made so the animal will be bred then like brought up to be ready for release.
Mm.
But these people, they're breeding the animals to keep in captivity, and you should never breed an animal with that intention, really.
No.
Like some animals,
Well, like domestic pets
you
are
need to.
different, like hamsters and
No, but I
stuff.
mean,
But even them,
like some zoos, they breed animals and they are kept in captivity. But some they'll do it like say London Zoo breeds a white rhino,
mm,
but then they can't breed it with any rhinos in London, so they'll ship it off to like Switzerland and there'll be a rhino there that it can breed with. But these people, they're breeding these tigers and just keeping them there for entertainment purposes. They're just like exploiting the animals, really.
oh,
And
100%.
I said to you just before, like tigers are largely fucking solitary animals. Like, and they had cages where they had like 20 tigers themselves.
Mate, and
And it's like ligers as well, like a lion tiger. They can't breed. Is impotent the word?
oh, is it? I never knew that.
Yeah. So basically, here's a bit of biology for you. If you can't like you can make hybrids of animals, but they can't breed.
Oh,
So like you see like a mule, it's a horse and a donkey. You can't have baby mules. Well, you can, but you can't
but
have.
yeah, you can't have it come from two male parents.
Yeah, yeah.
So does that mean that they can like mate with other animals? Like, say if a mule mated with a donkey, what would happen then?
No, they can't reproduce.
So, oh, that's a bit
It's
weird.
like a Z-donk is like a zebra and a
I
zonkey.
always
They
forget
can't
that's just a
reproduce.
real thing.
Yeah, yeah. But like
It's like a
in this
5-year-old came up
program.
with that or something. It's just
Oh mate, yeah. Well, what else would you call it?
no, but not even
A
just a name.
zonkey
Like
probably.
just a guy there looking at his zebra and looking at a donkey. He's like, I reckon I can make him fuck. It's just
Oh yeah.
like, what the fuck?
It's like people say like who's the first person that found out where milk came from?
Oh yeah, that guy was some fruity don.
Okay, so I have a whole theory about this. Like, is he weird or did he just see a baby cow drink that? And back in the day, like bulls were seen to be like these powerful animals. They saw like a bull drinking that and be like, if I drink that, I'll probably get the strength of a bull.
Yeah, but either way, it's like you have to go up to that cow because they didn't even milk it. So they like the first guy didn't know like if you pumped on it, it would come out. So he basically like sucked off the udder. It just oh, but it's like with anything, who
Oh,
decided?
bread. Who made bread and how? How do you figure out to make bread?
Yeah, or even the stupid
Like, it's
stuff like
just like-
white chocolate because that's not chocolate. That's like so much other stuff, isn't it? Like it's not chocolate that's
Yeah.
made white. Like it's not chocolate, but it's just called white chocolate.
Oh, mate. So one of my friends was telling me fucking like so we was talking about fucking berries and what are berries and what is just fruit. So like raspberries and blueberries and strawberries, they're not berries,
Oh yeah, that's
but
weird.
bananas, cucumbers, and tomatoes are.
It's just it's like the Greenland Iceland thing. It's like you'd think you'd name
Oh,
them
that's just
differently.
jokes.
Yeah.
That's just jokes. Like that's it. That would have what happened if we was in charge of naming countries.
But it's just definitely what happened as well. Like someone just came
Yeah.
back and was like, "Oh yeah, one's like a land full of green, one's a land full of ice. So let's just name them accordingly." And then they've obviously fucked it up somewhere down the line. And then they've returned. And they've gone, "Ooh."
Oh, we already named it now.
But going back to Tiger King, it's It's a show
Yeah,
that I can't
So what I was gonna
stop
say about
watching.
the hybrid animals, like the ligers, is like they're bred solely for entertainment purposes and profit. Like there's no other reason that them animals would exist or should exist.
Because they wouldn't mate outside their species naturally, would they? Like the
I don't think
ligers
so.
aren't naturally just born.
I don't think there's a lot of places where tigers and lions meet. Maybe India,
True,
but
yeah.
then like I don't think Asiatic lions are that commonplace.
And the thing is, even if they did meet, they would probably be on the attack, not on the mate. And anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
because
like
of
big cats in the
territory.
wild, they don't even like their own species, let alone other species. And like going back to the whole solidarity thing with tigers, like lions are pretty much the only pack animals that are big cats. I'm not saying they are the only ones because I'm not sure, but like not a lot of big cats are meant to live in groups.
Hmm.
Like big cats don't live in groups,
Yeah, yeah. But
except lions, pretty much.
yeah, because that's the thing. They're not. They don't need to. Like lions need to. They like having their tribe. Whereas tigers, as you said, are very
Pride.
solitary.
Yeah. Can we fucking talk about the fucking weird guy, Doc Alte or
Oh, the
something?
guy who definitely just
He
nonced and groomed people into his
oh
thing.
yeah, he's weird, man. Just his whole like when they first went to him, he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go in my house. You knock on my door, and I'll open it and be like, hey, how are you?" And they was just like, "Oh, I'm glad he's better at directing than we are."
Yeah.
Like he's just weird, and like he just has like a whole harem of women.
And mate, they're all
It's
just so,
like,
and like
oh
even at the end, like when his new kid's on the way, all he cares about is how like fit the new nanny's gonna be.
no, that's the other one. That's the
Oh, who am I
other
thinking
guy.
of then?
That you're thinking of, I think his name like Tom or something. He's the one that like comes and basically steals Joe Exotic's place.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
Tim.
mate,
I don't know.
he's a fucking dodgy guy.
Mate, they're all so dodgy. This is what I said to you before watching it. I was like, I couldn't work out who the hero is meant to be.
None of them.
No, well, as we've said
Like
as
the
well,
thing is
the only
like
two good
Peter's
people.
not even Peter. The organization, they're not even good.
Nah, nah.
Like they're a dodgy company,
But
man.
they're
They're all about the ethical treatment of animals, but like they kill thousands of animals a year.
what, like euthanizing them.
Yeah,
But then that's like the thing as well. Like the only two good people we saw, in my opinion, was the guy with no legs and
and the guy with long hair.
the long like ex meth head, because they just seem like two pure souls. Oh, and actually, Joe's ex-husband. You know, both his husbands, the one that were both clearly straight.
Oh, the one without teeth.
Yeah, both
The
clearly
ones that are
straight.
definitely both straight.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and then he married them both, and one of them killed himself right there and there.
Oh no, that the footage of watching that guy watch that the other guy kill himself that's raw,
Yeah,
man.
mate, that got me a bit because I was like, no way is he actually gonna do it. Because the scene before, he's having a cigarette. He's like, oh, my last cigarette, you know.
Yeah,
And I was like, he's just like winding up. But no,
but
like
he
he's
was
just
like,
fucking done it.
he was saying to one of them how like he just feels trapped and he feels like he's a prisoner and stuff.
Because that's what they all
So of
done.
course
They
it was
just
gonna
get
lead to
people at
that.
a young
Yeah.
age who are vulnerable and just groom
Yeah,
them.
19. You think I was at 19? I was ready. I'm not even ready now to like make a big decision like that, marrying some guy. But I guess like maybe like it was just drugs. Like there was like, all right, if I get married to this guy, I got all these fucking cool animals to be about. I got all the drugs I want in the world,
Yeah, that's what they all said
and
as
that's
well.
enough. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, I think Joe Exotic, as like, say if it was a character in like a fiction, it would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But this guy is so fame hungry that he literally would do anything. So,
Yeah.
and
So
I don't know,
do you
he's just a bit
think
noncy.
do you think the story of that guy going to Florida to kill Carol Baskin is real?
Yeah.
Or do you think they set him up?
No, I reckon it's real.
I think they set him up.
But then that's the thing. Either way, like they all deserve to be in prison. So I don't really care what they're going in for. Just take them all in.
But the thing is, like, Joe Exotic deserves to be in prison for obviously the whole like animal side of it. But
And fucking grooming
I don't
people.
think that's not a group. That's not a an offence, though, is it?
I guess it's just
Because there
morally
wasn't
wrong.
kids, were they? There was 19. Yeah, it's morally wrong. It's fucked up. It's manipulative.
Yeah, but then you see him like when he first gets there, he looks like a 14-year-old boy. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just so like
Yeah,
naive
yeah,
and he just
yeah,
doesn't know anything. And
yeah.
you know, like you see like his mum, like later on in the series, she looks like a fucking waste of space drug addict. So you can kind of figure out what his
Yeah.
story's been.
But do you know what pissed me off is like when they was at his funeral and he was talking
Oh
about
mate, and
him
he's just singing and
and
shit.
saying like no, and he was like, oh, I could be doing whatever on my computer as concentrated as I can be, and he would just come put his balls in my face. Like you just said that in front of his
I
grieving
know,
mother.
and then he was like, "Oh, we've all seen
Like
these balls, like they're big old balls,"
yeah,
and it's
like
like,
I guess it's a joke, but like come the
that's what I
fuck
mean.
on, like
Everything he done was for the camera.
yeah, like singing at his funeral, like you just said, like that's like he's just doing that to fucking
Do you know all these
get
songs
attention.
aren't actually him singing?
Oh, yeah, obviously,
And they're
obviously.
all like written by someone else. But I've watched the
Oh,
full
mate, of
music
course.
videos, and I can't lie, they are probably one of the best things I've seen in a long while. They are fucking entertaining as shit. And like the Kitty Kitty one where it's about Carol and her husband, like I'm hooked on that music video. I'm just like, what
For
the
God's
fuck
sake.
is this? Like this is amazing, but so bad. And that's what the whole show is in a nutshell. It's like this is probably the best thing I've seen in a while, but is about the worst people in the world.
Yeah, but what fucks me up is at the end, no Endangered Animals Act was like added or anything. So these people are still continuing to do what they do, and
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Did you know though,
Like
like,
the fucking weird Doc Alte guy, he's still breeding cubs and potentially putting them in gas
oh,
chambers
he definitely
because that's
was.
what he's been
He
accused
definitely
of. Oh
was.
yeah, he's a fucking weird guy. He's a weird fucking guy.
And that's he even said like, didn't he? Quite early on, he was like, oh, once they get to a certain age, you can't really do anything to them, with them, so you gotta like take
Yeah.
them out. Like, didn't he say that to Joe or something like that?
He said he takes him to gas chambers.
Yeah, and it's like the whole Carol Baskin, her ex-husband, man. Like, she definitely did just feed into Zygers. She definitely did just fucking chop him up. Because her excuse was, oh, you couldn't feed one tiger, a whole man. I was like,
See,
you
I
got
didn't I
fucking
didn't see her
30 of
see
them.
that say that.
Yeah, no, she said that. And then, mate, because you can tell by her whole persona anyway, she is probably mentally ill. Like, the way
Yeah,
she
she's a
talks
weird.
is, like, very, like, skitterish and, like, quite bipolar.
The whole Facebook, the way she does her Facebook lives and stuff.
Hey,
Hey,
cool kid.
cats and kittens.
Yeah. But,
It's you're just. And like she younger, she didn't have any friends. Yeah,
well, yeah, she
that's
even
never a
says
good
as
sign,
well
is
when,
it?
like, she was 15, she got fucking diddled by someone.
Oh yeah, she got diddled by three diddlers.
But that's the thing, like, she's just fucked up. And, like, a part of me kind of thinks her and Joe done all this to both benefit.
Nah, I reckon like they genuinely hated each
No, I
other.
reckon that's what, if, like, it started out as, like, look, we can do this. Like, we both got good views. Let's, like, start an online war. And then it did just get out of hand. Because they're both two
No, I
big
don't.
egos.
No, because like I don't think Joe's smart enough to think like that.
Mate, of course he
I
is.
don't.
Of course he
Nah,
is.
I don't.
When
I
it
don't
comes
think
to
so.
his
I don't
image
think
and his name, that's why he ran for presidential campaign, local
governor.
governor as well. Like, that's why he done music videos. And that's the worst thing about it now is that he's in prison and he's a cunt because all he ever tried for was attention and fame, and now he's got it more than ever.
But I don't think Carol would be willing to like I think because she wants her image to be so much on conservation, I don't think she would even risk it to talk to him about that kind of stuff because they hated each other and I believe they did and why wouldn't he just get her out and like at the end he says about having dirt on anyone and I don't think Carol Baskin was one of them people.
True.
It's probably all the zoos that he sold tigers and lions and stuff to.
Embarrassing.
But I do feel sorry for like you said, the people that we think were the normal people, like the guy with no legs, the the old meth head, you know, the normal ones.
Yeah, the good old souls of the
Um,
world.
yeah. But I feel sorry for because, like you see with zookeepers, they have emotional attachment to their animals,
Yeah.
and they obviously had emotional attachment to the cats.
Well, that was like you and your sheep, right?
Oh, I fucking love the sheep.
Like, you had a big emotional attachment.
It's like just having a dog.
Yeah, it's like having a work colleague, really. You go to work, but them it's
Yeah.
more extreme because they live there. It's what they do 7 days a week. But like, You go to work, you see your
Well,
colleagues,
just
you're like,
think
oh, I
of
love these
like
cunts.
carers.
Yeah,
Like, say someone's a carer. It's the same. You're caring for this animal. I know some people don't value animals as much as people, but I fucking do.
yeah, we're
And
all
like, if I
equal
was
on
a
this
zookeeper,
earth.
you see animal every day, you're gonna be like, oh, I fucking love this animal.
And there's something different as well about big cats, because I generally think it is like a addiction, and it's a thrill of like seeing something that is
It's
can kill you.
it's a it's a power trip as well.
Yeah, because
Like having fucking big, powerful animals at your feet.
that's Joe Rogan said it once as well. He said a lot of people on this earth hasn't actually seen something up close, uncaged, like near you that could just come and kill you, and it really kind of sets this animalistic survival instinct in you of like realizing, oh shit, like like without houses and technology and civilization, we would probably be wiped out by now. Due because we're not the top of the food chain, really. We are because we're smart enough and
We
consciously
are
aware
because
enough to make
we're
ourselves.
the smartest.
Well, if anything, dolphins are the smartest.
Yeah, nah, they're not though.
They are. I reckon they're smarter than us. 100%.
Nah, no, because then they would be the top of the food chain.
Yeah, but it's different, isn't
Or at
it?
least
Maybe smart
not
doesn't
really.
mean just top of the food chain. It just means because they don't
No,
dolphins
it
don't go
depends what you
around
mean by
fucking bombing each other
intelligence,
and
though.
shit.
Because they don't have the technology, because they're not smart enough.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. Maybe are they smarter in a different way? They're smarter because they know not to do that shit. They just get on, use their fucking powerful sonar radars that know you. Like
Maybe.
we can't even with the greatest technology now recreate. Like that's how good it is.
Then I guess killer whales are up there as well. They're
Yeah, like
fucking
that's what I
smart.
mean. It's just a thought, and like fucking like crows, man. They're so smart.
Yeah.
But
But I don't think they're as smart as people are.
all right, yeah, no, I can see that. But
I get
it's
where you're
just a
coming from.
thought. It's
Like
just a thought.
emotionally, they might be smarter. Like they might be better emotionally than we are.
Yeah.
But I think if they was, because to be honest, if they were smarter than us, they would plan to wipe us out. Because we are the worst animals on the planet.
How do you know they're not?
And if anyone, yeah, do you know what?
Just this
If we
dolphin
get
like
wiped
putting
out,
coronavirus on the surface, like
yeah, they sent in the bat.
Yeah. I just imagine them sounding like the Wicked Witch of the West of Wizard of Oz. A lot of W's there, and then he stumbled.
Say it again.
Oh, fuck off. I was just gonna say, should we cut off for a part one and do a part two?
Yeah, cool. We can end it here.
Yeah? Alright, join us back for
Cool.
part two for more murder, mayhem, madness, and Mitchell. See you later.